foxtail. Mother always kept us warm and safe. Father went hunting in the night and brought us food at dawn. I will never forget the first time I peeped outside our den. The air was so fresh it took my breath away. The birds were singing to the rising sun, and a cool breeze rustled the leaves of early spring. The breeze suddenly became a roaring, rattling whirlwind which raced towards me. I tumbled back into the safety of our den under the ground and snuggled up to my mother and my brother and sister. I'd heard the whirlwind roaring before, but always felt safe in our home. Later in the day, Mother took us all outside and we lay together in the cover of the bushes and watched the brightly covered whirlwinds race by. When spring turned into summer, Mother took us out at night. The whirlwinds were still and the moonlit world was quiet. She showed us where to find good things to eat. Some food we could just pick up, and some we had to climb for, and some we had to catch. She told us never ever to go on the tracks of the whirlwinds. What do you think the whirlwinds are? Then, on an evening of mist and falling leaves, we went out with Father. The whirlwinds were still rattling and roaring, but we felt safe with him. We went to the place where the whirlwinds stop. It was very busy. We watched and waited, and then Father's ears pricked up. A man came towards us. I wondered how he knew where we were. He smiled when he saw Father, and his smile grew even wider when he saw us. He took food from his bag, some of our favourite things. It was good. It was food Father had often brought home to us. Now I knew where it had come from. Every evening after that, Father took us to meet the man, and each time he had something tasty for us. One evening when the man came down from the whirlwind, the world was white. Oh, wonder what that is. We waited for him as usual, but man cubs began throwing white stuff at us. The man ran to stop them, but slipped and fell. The man cubs laughed and crowded around him, snatched his bag and looked inside. Then they threw it on the ground. Oh, how horrible. Father raced forwards and we followed. I thought Father was going for the food, but he snarled and showed his teeth, so we did the same and chased the man cubs off into the darkness. The man was still lying on the icy ground, and I licked his hand. Father licked his face. Then another whirlwind arrived and people came. From the dark we watched as the man was carried away to a bright flashing light. We waited for the man the next evening. He didn't come, but I saw one of the man cubs standing in the shadows. There was no sign of the man on the following evening, but the man cub came from the shadows towards us. We showed him our teeth and he stopped. Then he placed a bag on the ground and backed away into the mist. Father darted forwards and brought the bag back to us. It was full of food. After that, the man cub came each evening and left food for us. We didn't go close to him because we had seen he was wild. Now I am bigger, I hunt on my own. The man still meets Father, and I meet the man cub. He doesn't hunt with the wild pack anymore. He is my friend. We eat under the stars and watch the whirlwinds go by. Ah, that was a nice story at the end.